Sorcery Action Related Violence has been increasing in Papua New Guinea, however not many cases have been reported. Different civil society organizations' representatives gave their perspectives at the Permanent Parliamentary Committee on Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment yesterday, and hearings will continue today and tomorrow. From experiences through SARV, feedback were given on how CSOs manage such issues arising. The Divine Word University priest and professor, Father Philip Gibbs, has been in the country for 50 years and has seen the struggle with SARV in the country in the last 25 years.
One is the insecurity that the survivors experience and find, even if they've survived. They've maybe survived the torture, they've maybe survived death, but they carry that reputation with them. So that when anything bad happens in the community, people easily point fingers at them. And they're reduced to being beggars, trying to beg for the school fees for their children, trying to beg for the medical supplies they need because of the tortures they experience, and begging for the money to hire the buses to go to the court case. Even if they're taking the human rights track, they've still got to take witnesses along. I think there needs to be resources.
Father Gibbs added that there needs to be more prevention in such cases of SARV in the communities and ways to work around that to avoid sorcery-related issues.
But I believe we also have to preach justice, and there has to be justice for those people who have gone through that experience, and not just say sorry and forgive. According to the records that I've seen, only 17 court cases last year for SARV here in Papua New Guinea. And how many of them were successful, and how many of them the protagonists were escaped or were allowed to go back into the community without real justice. I think that health and education have not had enough, certainly very little attention. For example, the importance of health workers not saying to people, "Em something blokes," just because they couldn't figure out what the source of the illness or the sickness was. I think there's been some sort of disconnect between the community development and DJAG. You know, community development's been given the money, and DJAG has been given the task of trying to manage the situation, especially legally. And where's the money gone?
He recommended the committee to consider and follow other countries like Africa and their preliminary guidelines for parliamentarians for harmful practices and witchcraft. The committee noted the issues related to SARV. They questioned about the government funding and the cause of lack of funding.